All right, let's talk about the presidential election. We got something from Seawalk here. I'll go ahead and I'll give it a retweet, and then I will go to see what we're dealing with here. Because I honestly, I mean, other than the obvious stuff, I haven't really done a whole lot of reading about it. But here's Greg Palast's perspective. I like Greg Palast, so let's read his perspective. He's a fun guy, very intelligent guy. So let's go to his analysis. How Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, the Bernie of Mexico, won the presidency. This is Greg Palast's perspective from this. So let's dive into it. And Greg Palast is a very good man with words. He's good with words, that man. So let's see what he's saying. I'm writing minutes after the victory of the Bernie Sanders of Mexico, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. I'm sure that pronunciation is terrible. I apologize. Everybody calls him AMLO. Well, we're going to call him that too. This is actually AMLO's re-election. He won the first presidency in 2006, but back then the thieving, scheming, blood-stained criminal gang that rules Mexico, and I'm being polite, declared AMLO's dissolute opponent the winner. This is Trump's nightmare. I'm thinking of Hunter S. Thompson as a reader. Those swine weren't going to let it happen. They weren't going to let him get the presidency that was rightfully his. They're a bunch of animals. They're animals. Powers that be. Political corruption. Animals, all of them, all around the world. All the countries. Just a bunch of criminals taking over government. All right. That impression's probably not that good. In 2006, rather than concede to vote thievery, lick his wounds, and toddle off on a book tour, AMLO took his supporters into the streets, raised hell, blocked the Capitol Center Square for months, held a people's inaugurals, and vowed to never, ever concede. I feel like there's a little bit of a criticism of Miss Clinton going on here. Lick his wounds and toddle off on a book tour. We all know somebody that did that. And let's never forget that when when Bernie Sanders was going around promoting Medicare for all, trying to get everybody in the country health care, Hillary Clinton was off on a book tour promoting herself. And tonight, 12 years later, AMLO has won a crushing, too big to steal victory in Mexico's presidential election. And while the good and great told him he'd be finished if he kept protesting the stolen election, he made counting every vote the very first of his 5-point campaign platform. He understands that even those with empty stomachs also hunger for democracy. And there's a lesson here. Are you listening, Al Gore, Mr. Kerry, and Mrs. Clinton? Al Gore, who rolled around and played dead when the Supreme Court stole an election from him. Mr. Kerry, who was so uninspiring he couldn't beat George W. Bush, and now he goes around promoting worldwide war. Say that 5 times fast, even though his band's going to be great. And the people that are just going to see this as a clip later and don't understand the callback I just did there, sorry, but we did this thing earlier where Hillary starts a band. I can't reenact it all. AMLO gave the people something to vote for. The rest of his platform included expanding free college education. Yeah, expanding it because they already have some of it, as opposed to having nothing like we do here, by the way. Raising the minimum wage, fighting income inequality, and creating a massive infrastructure fixing jobs program. Sounds familiar. If that sounds like Bernie Sanders, it's no accident. AMLO, like Bernie, said he is taking a program from the great Mexican hero, FDR. So I guess whether you're in the United States, whether you're in Mexico, whether you're anywhere in the world, you give people something to vote for instead of something to vote against. They show up. That's how it works. And now this guy is fortunately in a situation where he was too big. They couldn't steal the election from him. And I really like Greg Palast's prose. It's a fun way to do it with Greg Palast's prose. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos,
free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.